October 17, 2016. At exactly 2:43 a.m., something unusual happened beneath a quiet border town most people had never heard of. No alarms were triggered. No cameras caught a clear image. No one reported anything missing, at least not right away. But by sunrise, millions in cash were gone, and 3 engineers had vanished without a trace. No farewell messages, no bank activity, no confirmed sightings. They were hired to build something underground. What they built worked perfectly. What they did next turned into a mystery that still raises questions today. This is the story of 3 engineers, a hidden tunnel, and a decision that changed their lives forever. Months earlier, the engineers known here as Rico, Matteo, and Daniel were living ordinary lives. Each had a strong background in construction, mechanics, and underground systems. They weren't criminals. They weren't fugitives. They were professionals looking for better opportunities. That opportunity came in the form of a private contract. The pay was unusually high, the instructions were unusually vague, and the job location was unusually remote. They were told they were building a reinforced underground passage for logistics purposes. No logos, no company name, just strict deadlines and silence. At first, the engineers didn't ask many questions. The money was good and the work matched their skills. But as construction went on, the truth became harder to ignore. The tunnel wasn't just deep, it was advanced. It included ventilation systems, rail tracks, lighting, and concealed exits. Armed guards began appearing at odd hours. Trucks arrived late at night, unloaded sealed containers, and left before dawn. Inside those containers were bundles of cash wrapped tightly and protected against moisture. The engineers quickly realized this wasn't a simple project. It was part of a massive underground operation moving valuable goods across borders without detection. Fear set in. Backing out wasn't an option. Walking away could be dangerous. So they finished the job quietly, pretending not to notice what was happening around them. But the engineers were observant. They knew every measurement, every access point, every blind spot. They had designed the tunnel from scratch, and that knowledge gave them something no one else had: control. As the final inspection approached, rumors spread that authorities were closing in. Increased patrols were reported nearby. The operation was rushing to move assets before anything went wrong. That's when the engineers made their decision. They didn't act out of greed alone. They acted out of survival. Late one night, long after the guards had completed their rounds, the 3 returned to the tunnel using an access route only they knew about. They moved carefully, quietly, following a plan they had discussed for weeks. Deep inside the tunnel was a reinforced chamber used temporarily to store cash before transport. Inside were crates filled with stacks of unmarked bills. They didn't take everything. They took what they could carry, enough to disappear. By the time the sky began to lighten, they were already gone. The next day, authorities uncovered the tunnel during a raid. The structure was seized, the equipment was documented. But when investigators reached the storage chamber, they noticed something strange. The cash was missing. At first, suspicion fell on insiders. Guards were questioned, drivers were detained. But no one could explain how the money vanished, or how 3 key engineers had disappeared at the exact same time. Their phones were shut off, their homes were empty, their names stopped appearing in records. It was as if they had erased themselves. Speculation exploded. Some believed the engineers fled overseas using forged identities. Others claimed they blended into remote communities under new names. There were even rumors that they had planned everything years in advance, preparing exit routes long before the tunnel was complete. No theory was ever proven. What is known is this: no confirmed sightings have ever been recorded, no arrests were made, and no traceable trail was found. The tunnel became just another sealed structure. The case slowly faded from headlines. But among investigators and locals, the story never truly died. Because somewhere out there, 3 engineers may have successfully outsmarted a powerful underground network, not with force, but with planning, patience, and precision. And whether they're living quietly or still looking over their shoulders, one thing is certain. On October 17, 2016, 3 ordinary men made an extraordinary choice and vanished into mystery.